Okay, so our province is still moving quite swimmingly. Lightborn is trying to get uppity here, and we can't let Lightborn do that, can we? No, we cannot. So, do we have the ability to finally attack Lightborn? We'll soon see. Lightborn. Yeah, 144.7, 44,007, 44,700 people. Attack points versus. Who am I here? Who am I here? Where am I? House of Black and White. Versus 49. So, let's go hit him. And, so then everybody, we do not want to make us follow up here. Oopsie. Follow up there. Okay. $79 acres of land burnt. Okay. USSR has been is now inactive, and leader of Doom and Gloom left the kingdom. So I don't have to attack Doom and Gloom after all. Good. 77 will be equal to maybe 20, 27 men. 327 men. Good stuff. And anybody died along the way? Let's see what their population is now. Yeah. Population is at 3,500. 3,510. I'm at 60,000 or 6,513. 6,513. If you will. Now. Now we will just sit back and let our province grow back. Oh, now I know what I want to watch on YouTube. I want to watch that crazy death cult that grew up in Oregon and built all sorts of poison traps in the early 2000s. They poisoned the water of Oregon, of that town in Oregon. I need some chocolate so I can go catch some Z's tonight. Tomorrow it's going to be all writing all the time. I finally locked down what I want to say for my assignments. And now I got all these just post it, cite it, finish off that one other appointment, not appointment, but assignment, then continue onwards to the other straggling assignments in this group, this module. I think I'm going to give Martin a relief this weekend. This weekend I'm going to give him a relief. I won't burden him too much with the asking him about the money, about the payment. I was just recently hit, so it kind of puts a derailment in my plans. Ooh. Kind of derail my plans a little here. It's really hot, so my chocolate's gonna melt. So I'm not putting my upstairs. I can't put it in the fridge because I'm almost see it. So. I'm also on a Discord for this Galactic Kingdom. Engineers about these centuries. They're still not talking about me. Here's our victim, Lightborn, trying to do some spells himself. But it's way too late. I mean, once we hit him again in the morning, there'll hardly be anything left for him to rebuild. I mean, I'm gonna try and stick with him tonight. Stick with him rather tonight, and oh. It's gonna be a really interesting dream tonight. All this candy, all this chocolate, maybe I have some nightmares. I had a dream this afternoon of helping a little girl, teenage girl, well, a young girl, in between age, escape her. I don't know. I know she has some magic powers, and I was her neighborhood friend, her adult neighborhood friend. We are disabled and all. And what happened was is that I don't know. She had this artifact, but it was locked up in this combination wall lock, a safe. The combination lock locked up this door to the attic. And it seemed like the attic was some kind of a spaceship, but it maybe it landed in suburbia, disguised as a house. They they were able to do some kind of renovations to make it look like it was I mean, actually some kind of weird renovations to make sure it was disguised as one of the houses in this neighborhood, actually. And I don't know, she seemed to she needed my help. And so I had the ability to pick locks, or I had the combination to the lock, and I was going to go and unlock it. And I was working towards unlocking it, maybe the first few numbers, or at least the first few cranks of it, left and right. But she kind of stopped me from. I don't know. Oddly enough, she kind of stopped me from inputting the right numbers, turning the lock to the combination numbers, unlocking it, and then I don't know. Like the dream kind of went sideways. That's the theme of my dreams too. Sometimes I'm making good progress, then somebody would come along and distract me. The storyline of the dream, or maybe it's the story of my life too. You know, I'm a very easily procrastination prone. Maybe that's what the dream was trying to tell me. Is try to say finish one thing first. But which adult human actually does that? Follows up on that, right? Do you? Do I? No, hell no. Otherwise, we still play Utopia, right? Come on, we still play Utopia here. It's gonna be a hot night, so it's gonna be a hot, sticky, wet night. So I don't know. It's gonna be really hot. I'm gonna try and punch in. This is a 3 word. This is a 3 page essay. Just write some babble about the future. Write some psychobabble about this and that, and make it a 3.5-ish kind of page, and then hand it in. Then get ready for football this weekend. So it's gonna be St. Peter's game. Alex and Mimi don't like watching football, but I like watching football. But I can't watch football because my mom is downstairs and I can't go into her room when football is, so maybe it's just as well. No football. Like I said, once I get a real house and a real TV of my own and a real suburb, the most modest of all. That's the thing about Chinese is they can live frugally, or they can live extravagantly. There's 2 extremes. And even if it is frugally, it is quite comfortable. Except items in the house, if it's used up a lot, it can kind of get old, and things do kind of get worn out a lot like that. But it's okay. I'm gonna see about trying to make the car last as long as possible. I'm doing as much as repairs as possible before we can actually do one final repair on it. Right when the parts go scarce, we'll try to find the last of the parts, the last used parts. Then we'll make sure the car lasts as long as possible. Then we'll get new ones. And by then, hopefully the EV car will be out, or the hydrogen car will be out. I don't know. Some kind of space car will be out anyways. Maybe Elon Musk Hyperloop already, or maybe just that beaming equipment. But I just keep on hitting Lightborn, and eliminate Lightborn from the game. Soon, Lightborn will be able to send out explorers. As soon as he reaches 2000, then he'll be very much. In fact, see if he's at that point yet. Finder protection, town watch. Let's go town watch here. Protect our planet. Let's protect our borders first. Finder protection, town watch. Welcome fertile lands. We don't have to worry about welcome peace. So, all right. So let's figure out what's this planet? What's this player got? Show me what you got. Dawn the Warrior. Harpies, Drakes. He's got nothing. In fact, let's go and stop it. Stop landlusting. Stop landlusting your. Stop landlusting this. Yep, okay with that. Tornadoes? No, I don't have the tornadoes either. Drought is good. Oh, cute. So that's how you want to play? Sure. We'll see you in a few hours and hit you again. This time, definitely. Hit you in a few hours. Definitely, you'll be able to. There we go. 320. 320. Pub. Yeah, Marking is pretty inactive and ghetto-y. Gee, I wonder why. Like, one's an active assassin killing everyone, one's a serial killer killing everybody. And, yeah, having a good time. $50. All right, so thank you for watching our show. We're gonna be back in a little bit here. Throughout the evening, we're gonna until my troopers come back. I'll be continuing to train out my elf lords and my rangers. Hopefully, with my elf lords, I can have a cadre of at least 200 soldiers, 200 elf lords on the way back. A lot of times, this assignment's got me really thinking about going. I think I'm going to be a neurological social worker, uh, trying to create the, because I love the brain. I took the brain story class. I took the intro to psychology and abnormal psychology, the second class, to kind of, and then all the pharmacology classes about the brain and stuff. You have to learn this unit two. Usually in unit two in these drug classes and these drug addiction classes, they'll be talking about the brain because you have to learn about the psychopharmacy, the psychopharmacological effects of the drugs, and as well as the pharmacokinetic, how the drugs move through your body, out the ass, goes through your mouth, through your veins, whatever, through your nose, out the ass and dick, basically, and sweat, and the mouth if you want to vomit it out. If you're like, for example, alcohol. Or if you're quitting heroin, it'll come out one way. It'll come out in sweat. It'll come out always. Sweats, puke, shit, and piss. Very pH acidic piss because it's all chemicals, right? Hobo piss, for example, has a lot of drugs in them, and that's why the hobo areas where they usually live are brown grass because of all the acidic hobo chemicals they've been doing. Uppers especially, methamphetamines and stuff. The thing about drugs is they make you euphoric. It feels good, yes, but also gives you this rush of energy. And that's why it feels good. It opens up, it makes your blood go. It gives you all this energy to feel the cosmos, right? Isn't that what the whole point of being a druggie is all about? So I'm going to be continuing to train my elf lords. See, already I have 120 here. That means I've lost 18. 8 of them in the battle. Keep on keep on training them up. And this time we have the upper hand. Because we trained up our elf lords, we have the upper hand on Lightborn. In case Lightborn gets uppity and decides to either get more land or trade more defenses, he won't have any much to spare anyways. So it's been a really hot summer. Well, it's been a really cool summer. It's compared to the hot heat wave of last year, it was a heat dome, fire dome. Everything was 40 above and stuff. Our grass is just basically caught on fire. And my friend is my girlfriend's trying to look for more cheaper options to take English ESL classes. But they have the thing is they have to be recognized certified classes. It can't be like this diploma mill bullshit. This diploma mill language for conversational or tourist purposes. None of that bullshit. Or new immigrant purposes. It needs to be something that they can use to prove to the bosses that they can speak the language, right? So they can get a new job. They can get a job and she can find work in this country. Because eventually her savings are going to dry up very quickly. If she just, so it's kind of like a live kind of TV, kind of like a live action TV kind of a scenario there. Okay, so let me finish this chocolate here, and then we'll continue to watch something. I have what I written down. I have what I written down. And throughout the evening, I'm going to continue to shore up my province, so I can begin to make all my moves onto Rangers land here, and then I'll be making my moves onto these players down here. Thank you for watching our show. We're gonna be right back.